Okay, let's practice this type of problem. Okay, this is how we find like a rate, and specifically a unit rate helps us find another kind of rate. If you remember, a unit rate means it's a certain amount we can get per one unit of something. So I'll talk about that a little bit better here. So look at this question. We drove to grandma's house that is 225 miles away on 10 gallons of gas. So one question we're going to answer, A, is how many miles per gallon does our car get? So like how many miles can we go per gallon? Per gallon is that unit rate. So how many miles per gallon for 1 gallon? Okay, and B is how far could we get on 25 gallons of gas? B can only be answered when we know how many miles per gallon we get, and then we can take that answer and multiply it by 25. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I'm going to erase this, and then we're going to work this out. Okay, so, and if you didn't write down that question and you want to take notes on it, pause, rewind, and go back. Okay, so our question we had was 220, okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to hold this at the same time. Miles is how far we went, and we used 10 gallons of gas. Okay, so this is what I had, and this is how I'm going to use it. So if I want to know how much it would take per gallon, I'm going to divide 225 by 10, right? So I can figure out how much I use for one. So that's going to go in there 2 times. And then it's going to go in there 2 times again. And then we're going to have to add that 0. So we need to make sure we put the decimal up there, put the 0 down here. 10 is going to go into that 5 times. So for every gallon, so I'm going to write this like this, miles per gallon. There's my unit rate. This car drove 22.5 miles per gallon. Okay. Now that second part of the question was like, okay, so I'm going to come over here. How far can I go on 25 gallons? How far? Okay. So I'm going to take that unit rate that we had right over there, and I'm going to multiply it. So I'm going to take 25 times 22.5. Okay. We can work this out, but I already did actually work this out, so I can make this quick. And it's 562.5 miles. So think about, and this is a totally different question, right? So if I know the unit rate, I know that if I drove this far on 10 gallons, I can divide that to find my unit rate, 22.5. And then if I have given another amount, like another gallons, like how far can I go then on 25 gallons? That's saying each one of those gallons was 22.5, right? So I multiply it to get how far I can go. That should help you on one of those tasks today.